So it just means different things to be, you know, having a brain injury when you're an adult, a child, or aging phase of your life. But yes, I mean, yeah, contact me whenever you want.
Yeah,
With
and
pleasure.
I placed Dr. Schnakers' contact information. So I actually said, please reach out if there's any to discuss treatments, collaborations, participation in any of these research studies upcoming, because really it's these studies, it's these seminal clinical studies that is really going to help the future understanding of our future community. Right?
Yeah.
Of our family members that are, 5-10 years from now.
Yeah.
So one brain injury community.
Very important community.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so all that was to say that whatever they're thinking about degeneration of the brain, in fact, the brain, Amen Clinics has proven to me that the brain does have the capacity to heal itself and relearn things that, and I mean, that's what my brain did. I feel like I'm a living example of, like, I had to relearn left brain stuff, but with my right brain mostly. And like Daniel said before, it's always like, we used to know things before a brain injury of going from point A to point B to point C. And now we had, after the brain injury, we had to learn to go to from A to Z to T to Y and then to C, to learn a whole new different neural pathway for learning something. And that's what my brain did, but it took a long time. Definitely took a long time for me to get back on track and to get to a level of comprehension that was better. And when I finally got on the right supplements, I am now able to learn a lot better, and my social anxiety is lessened. And for the first time in my life, like, my GPA was a 4.0. I was on the dean's list, and it's never happened before in my life. I was always never that great in school, but I know that a lot of it was because of the brain injury. So
yes, great, yes. So excellent, yeah. So thank you, Dr. Schnakers. Other questions for Dr. Schnakers?
Nope.
Yeah, and
it was very informative.
Yeah, incredibly
Thank
informative.
you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah, and there were
Daniel, I stopped sharing, okay?
Okay, yeah, so you're at a point where you can stop. So yeah, if you can share the give back host to
I think I just did.
I was one to Casa, Colina. I'm telling the nurse.
Oh, Jesse, you were at Casa Colina?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have the pleasure of having Dr. Schnakers?
No, I didn't have her, but I was in the rehabilitation room.
When were you in inpatient? When was it?
It was back in 2015.
2015. Oh yeah, I was not there yet.
Yeah.
I have to go though. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
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 Yes.
Bye. Bye, Jesse. But yeah, other questions for Dr. Schnakers? Amy. Oh yes, Heather.
I don't know if I'm just not getting it or I'm just focused on the beginning when she was talking about, like, the amount of time or injuries. But so, like Suzanne was saying, like, she's 30 years out and I'm like 18 or 19. I always forget. So would we be able to do the trials, or would the biomarkers still help us as we're that far out, or are you, like, kind of looking for, like, newer injuries?
Yeah, no, exactly. It's a good question. So it's true that we're taking in account, you know, the chronicity, sorry, of TBI. I think right now it might be a little bit too chronic, but in the same time, you know, we are doing a lot of different studies, and you know, if you want to contact us because you are interested in participating in research and chronic TBI research, you know, we can definitely have you participate in some of our study. There are several of them we're doing right now. So yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figure if I help you, then I know it's going to help me as well. Because I mean, it's information that I want to know too.
Yeah, no, and I mean, very, and that's a good point. So, maybe if there's any studies or anything, possible plans in the future coming up to address more of that that chronicity. So the people who are 10, 15, 20 years out, are there any studies coming up on that? Because like myself, I'm 12 and a half years out, and so
Mhm.
I'd be interested in sort of looking in that chronic area.
No, again, yes, exactly. We are interested in chronic TBI, so please, you know, contact us, and we'll definitely discuss with you all the project we have ongoing and what would be the best fit for all of you who wants to be a part of this.
Awesome. Like maybe if there's kind of the a direction that is most that is kind of interesting, like most interesting to you in terms of like understanding longer term brain injury. Is there something that's coming up?
Well, you know, we have, so the biomarkers is definitely something we're doing right now. There is also a few studies that we're doing in collaboration with, for example, Riverside, interested in metacognition and the understanding of his own status. So it's rather more cognitive. It's a very theoretical question, but just addressed for different etiologies, including TBI. So that's also another study we're collaborating with. There is also TBI pediatric study we're doing with UCLA, which weirdly enough, pediatrics was included till 32 years old, so that was interesting. But yeah, so this is also another study we're doing. I mean, you know, we have a series of them, and to tell you the truth, my boss might also know other studies that we are collaborating with that I don't know right now. So it would be because there are studies we're doing. So yeah. So don't hesitate to contact us, and we'll see if there is any fit with any of the studies we are doing.
Yeah. Awesome. We'll put it out, put it out there, and so we'll get from all different kinds of brain injuries. And that's awesome. Just so the metacognition, the UCR one is really trying to get at anosognosia, right? So that awareness,
Yeah.
that metacognition. Okay, awesome. And then David had a question.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Schnakers, for the presentation. I really enjoyed it. I did have a question. My brain injury occurred in 2016. And by the way, I did some inpatient, outpatient at Casa, Colina, and Pomona at the time. But the question I had is, how many years out is considered a chronic?
I know it's a good question. I would say after a year. After a year, you start to be considered a chronic patients, and that's the reason why I think that there are a lot of interest in 5 years and 10 years after, because there is a lot of study that has been done, at least just having one biomarker, just the limit of the chronic, between actually 6 months and a year. But there is not many studies that has been done more than a year. And we start to understand that there are still things going on in the brain in very chronic stage. So, But yeah, so chronic is after a year, to answer your question.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Other questions? Okay. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Schnakers. Another
Thank you,
round of
Dr.
applause.
Schnakers.
Another round of applause. Yeah, yeah. Oh, snaps. And
Thank you, guys. Thank you for
Great.
inviting me, Daniel. It was a pleasure, and I hope that we can organize something for you to have maybe a virtual visit of Casa. I know. I really hope we can meet in person one day.
Yeah, I know. It was like shoot, because she was
know.
coming before COVID, but then we had to kind of call
Yeah,
an audible.
just the week when COVID happened, actually. So
Yeah, I think it was the week that
yeah,
the shutdowns
yeah,
happened.
exactly.
Okay,
very
great.
lucky on
And
that.
if you can give me the host, but I don't think I have host yet.
You don't
so,
have.
Yeah, just so that when we close out.
How should I do that? Share
Oh
screen.
yeah, so like scroll over the little box with my face on it, or like the one that's talking right now, and then there should be a little blue
Wait, who can
square
share?
that shows up. Yeah, and it says make host. You click that, and it says make host.
Make host. Attends.
It's like a little blue dot. If you scroll over my
Yeah. Oh yeah. I see. Oh wait. Yeah. Make host. Let me see. Yep. Yeah. Do you want to show? Yeah. Change to. Yeah. Here you go. You're the host now.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time, Dr. Shakers, again. And we can set up hopefully a virtual virtual tour of Casa Colina. That'd be fantastic. And we'll all, basically be on the lookout. Your inbox is about to flood with survivors who are looking for studies.
Thank
Pleasure.
Thank
you.
you for coming, Dr. Schnakers.
Thank you.
Oh, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you for listening.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.